This is Laura Sullivan-Russett recording a video for part 1 of Networks Programming assignment number 5 for myself and my partner, James Tomasko. So first I'm going to run the simulation code and then talk about how we implemented it. All right, so as you can see, in the beginning, router A processes, router A is going to transmit this frame it gets from the host as a network packet, and it's going to encapsulate it as an MPLS packet. And so the MPLS header is the first 5 characters of the message in this line here. And the label is R for router, and then there's a time to live, which takes up 4 characters, and it's just set at 5. And then as that frame is encapsulated, it has an M in front of it, signifying that it is an MPLS frame as it goes through the links. And then when the packet reaches router B, which is the last router in this particular architecture, it is decapsulating the package, which is removing those first 5 characters from the R to the 0005, and then forwards that on as a network packet to host 2. And so that happens with every single one of the 5 packets that is sent. And you can see H2 receives message 1, message 2, message 3, message 4, and it receives message 0 up here higher. So for the code, first we implemented our encapsulation tables and forwarding and decapsulation tables in our simulation.py. And what we did was we used the in interface and then a true or false for whether or not it was going to be encapsulated, forwarded, or decapsulated. And so in network, when we go to process queues, so I developed an MPLS frame class, which is very much like the network packet class. It just contains label, a time to live, and the data string. And the data string will be whatever the other packet is that the MPLS packet is encapsulating. So we create an MPLS frame when we find out that it is, or we process an MPLS frame when our link frame type is MPLS. So in the process network packet function is where we encapsulate, and so we take the packet that we have as the network packet, and we pass that as the data string, and then the label and the time to live into the MPLS frame. If the network packet, if it doesn't need to be encapsulated, then it just gets forwarded on. So then in the process MPLS frame is where we decide if we're forwarding that MPLS frame or if we're decapsulating it. So if we're going from one router to another, then we're going to have a value of true for forward, and we're going to take our MPLS frame and encapsulate it in a link frame and then send it on. If the next step in line is a host, then we're going to get a value of true for decap here, and we're going to decapsulate the packet by basically taking the data string from that MPLS frame and converting it into a network packet and then sending it along. And that is what was required for this particular part of the project, and I will be back with part 2.